All right, boys, I think this has gone on long enough. On to Richmond! Hello and welcome to Civil War and Hindsight. I'm Lieutenant Tommy. With me, as always, is Prospector Johnny. And this week, Prospector, we've got massive movements in the western part of Virginia. We are moving down into Virginia. Let's end this. We've had fun for the last few months, just dinking around, but it's time to it's time to let's wrap this up.
Let's go ahead and just send them running for the hills. I've already been hopping trains. I'm on my way. I'm in Indiana.
India?
Right? Because it's named after the... Okay. Yeah. But anyway, so I'm right around there, making my way. Should be there in time to watch this war end and begin, really. Because it's kind of begun, but...
It's going to be one good battle, I think, and then we're going to be able to go home. So
if you can call it a battle.
Yeah. This week opened up on the 12th of July with continued aftermath of the Battle of Rich Mountain and Laurel Hill. That's what we talked about last week, where General Rosecrans surprised Confederate Lieutenant Colonel Pegram by taking a mountain path that he thought was impenetrable.
The boys got to climb some hills.
Our boys got to climb some hills, scare the crap out of Pengram's men, and half his army of 500 men surrendered right off the bat. Yep. So what remained?
Why is next week going to be any different when it's just more?
Yeah, right. So what remained of Pengram's force was just over 50% that didn't surrender and was able to make its way to Staunton, Virginia. Okay. By noon, General McClellan on the 12th has reached and occupied the city of Beverly in western Virginia. This is what he was supposed to do 2 days ago, but forgot to move when Pegram was moving, so
he finally made it.
But he's there. He's finally made it. We've now got Beverly occupied. And to the southwest, more federal movement through Great Kanawha Valley, where Jacob Copps will move his 3,000 men against Confederate Brigadier General Henry A. Weiss. So Jacob Cox is moving his men down there against them. So really pretty much the western chunk of Virginia is
just a powder keg.
Yeah, well, it's a union. If we're in, it's pretty much in union control at this point.
Okay.
Yeah, we're there.
Well, that's good. But that's a lot of people in all these different areas.
Yeah, on the 13th, Confederate Brigadier General Robert S. Garnett, who's the overall commander in that area of western Virginia that had the troops of Pengram's forces underneath him, he's going to try to save what remains of his army, which is very, very little, while attempting to cross the Cheat River Valley over Cheaton Mountain. But he's going to be pursued by Union forces under T.A. Morris. Morris will catch Garnett about noon through the rainstorms that were going on at Cork's Ford. So Garnett's forces are trying to cross Cork's Ford, all their artillery pieces, wagons, everything. It isn't going very fast for them, and they make themselves a prime target for us Union boys. So
I assume they were probably trying to caulk up their wagons or whatever to get them across. They couldn't just travel across, because everybody knows who's been out towards Oregon or anything that fording a river takes some time. If you want to actually package it up, but they could have just crossed, but it was probably too deep.
Yeah,
they would have drowned or died of dysentery.
They got to either build their bridges or ford the river. So either way, it's going to take some time, and they get caught while doing this. Yes.
Okay, and so do the rest of them surrender now, I assume?
No. While attempting to withdraw skirmishers, Garnett himself is going to be shot and killed, and most of his forces at that point scatter off into the countryside, abandon what they, the wagons are gone, the cannons are gone, we're done with that. Run away! Run away!
The common theme of these yellow bellies, just
so far has been run away.
They ran.
Yep,
so.
That's where we're at. Garnett is going to lose 20 killed and another 50 surrender to Union forces. Okay. After today, McClellan is going to call off the pursuit of the Confederate forces in western Virginia with a mission accomplished banner. He says, "You know what? We did it. The Western Virginia campaign is now concluded. We won. Break out those victory cigars."
That's fantastic.
That's it. That's it. I didn't completely. He didn't completely destroy the army, but good enough.
Well, they left all their weapons though, like most of them, at least a big chunk of them. So and they're scared. They're running. They don't want any part of this.
Yep, so over the last several weeks, while getting into Western Virginia, the Battle of Corks Ford, Rich Mountain, and Laurel Hill gives the Union complete control over all the railroads in Western Virginia, all the telegraph lines, all the rivers. So essentially, this is 100% now. The western chunk of Virginia is Union territory, for lack of any real better description. The Union is going to be able to use this as a staging ground into Virginia. It's just another area to get raiding parties into Virginia, raiding parties further down into the South. So this is a big
probably
victory.
Start going down into Tennessee too, since we kind of have the friendlies.
On the other side of Tennessee
as an entry point. So this is doubly good.
Doubly good. All in all, during the campaign, the Confederates are going to lose 555 surrendering, with 145 killed and wounded, which is a third of the forces that were there. So
that's a lot. That's significant.
That's
I can see why we're saying, mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished.
I mean,
also on the 13th, Lincoln is going to sign a bill into law empowering him to collect customs at ports of delivery and declare the existence of insurrection where the law cannot be carried out. So this is just a tax law where he's like, any port of entry, anything coming into the country will be taxed. And if you do not like our taxes at your ports, you're now insurrectionists.
Throw it into the water and revolt and start your own country?
Well, I think they've already done that. He's just trying to tax them because he's like, you can't actually form your own country. So, taxes.
Okay. All right.
On July 14th, Northern papers are going to demand that Union General McDowell march his forces against Confederates at Manassas. The headlines read, "Forward to Richmond." Everybody is in the North is getting a little antsy. We've had 35. We have built the largest army ever assembled on this continent. 35,000 glorious men in blue. We've been parading them through Washington, Johnny. It is time. It is time to put this to an end.
I'm gonna be there, front and center.
Well, not fighting. Yeah. You're gonna be watching. Yeah.
Participate. I'm gonna watch, but oh my gosh, I've heard great things about them. They've been coming out west a little bit. The word. And they're looking strong, looking good. They have their color situation sorted out. Shouldn't be any confusion there.
Hopefully, shouldn't be. We're wearing blue.
We should
good
only be shooting Confederates.
Yeah, good guys in blue. Yep, good guys in blue. On July 15th, McClellan has been deemed a hero of the North for his win in Western Virginia campaign. There's talk of bumping him up into higher command, maybe taking General McDowell's position later on down the road. Although, I mean, he really did just sit back and let Rosecrans won the Western Virginia campaign with his victory at Rich Mountain. I mean, Rosecrans really did. But McClellan's the overall commander, so it's his plan, right?
Yeah. Who was in command of the armies that won the thing? That's who you want to keep promoting, not people who had any sort of experience or knowledge about what actually happened.
And on the ground, actually, leading the troops. But anyways, there's small skirmishing going on between General Patterson and Confederate forces north of Winchester. Now remember, General Patterson by McDowell was ordered to keep General Johnson in Winchester. Keep him there so that way when they go to move down to Manassas, Johnson's forces can't assist Beauregard. Mm-hmm. So there's small skirmishing going on.
So is this just, I assume this is just people just kind of shooting towards each other type deal,
yes.
Small groups. And just
General Patterson is slowly moving towards Winchester. Confederate pickets are popping shots off at him while he moves down there.
Okay.
General Patterson is going to be given the nickname by his men of Granny Patterson because Patterson keeps saying that he is going to fight when the opportunity presents itself, but his men have realized that opportunity is not coming anytime soon. He's like, they're right there. we outnumber them
towards us.
We can go, but Granny Patterson's like, no, we're not going to go.
Yeah, people shooting at you is not reason to
start a battle.
Go.
I don't know what.
What do you wait like? Does it have to be cannons, maybe? Is that...
Maybe. I don't know, but small skirmishing going on there. On July 16th, more calls for action against Richmond, as it's planned that there's a Confederate Congress to meet on the 20th of July. So most voices in the North are saying, like, why don't we just end this before they're even allowed to form their government, before they're even allowed to really get anything going?
Yep.
Like, let's take Richmond. Can't meet in Richmond if we have it.
So it's like... they're finally realizing how serious they were about this whole thing. It's like for a while, I was like, okay, they're mad, they'll calm down. They're oh look, they start their own little country. Okay, yeah, that's fine, great. But now they're actually going to have like a meeting of the
government.
Like,
Yeah.
Maybe
we
we
stop
should
it before that happens.
we didn't nip it in the bud, so we're past that. It's bloomed. Maybe we should go ahead and pluck it off now.
Now, way back in June 1st, General McDowell did take his 35,000 men and moved out of Washington in a grand parade, grand spectacle. They were starting to slowly move out of Washington.
Mm-hmm.
And since June 1st, Johnny, they've gotten 6 miles away. So they're not making progress very fast.
Why? Are they signing autographs on their way?
I don't know. They're not making very... He's not moving very fast.
I mean
at all. Oh, yeah.
That seems impossible.
It seemed impossibly slow. It's like you're moving 100 yards a day.
Yeah, like, did all the wheels fall off their wagons and they have to push them, maybe?
Yeah, maybe.
Or carry them just short bits at a time? Like, what is going on here?
We're not going very fast. On July 17th, Union newspaper said that Union forces are going to march on to Richmond. So the northern papers now, on July 17th, have reported McDowell is on his way. He's been given his orders. He is now officially moving.
Yes.
There is now a large crowd of civilians that are like, we're going to follow the army with them.
I'm going to join them. I'm going to join up with them. I can't wait.
From the reports I'm hearing, there are civilians handing out soldiers, casks of beer, water, sandwiches, fruits, vegetables, all kinds of. They're following them down. This is going to be a picnic party, Johnny. They're having so much fun. Which is actually why we're moving so very, very slowly is because
so they are signing autographs.
Untrained soldiers are signing autographs. They're wandering. Mom's over there. She says it's dinner time. I've got to go. Lieutenant, I gotta go there to hang out with Mommy. She's got dinner ready for me.
All right. Well, let's. The parade's nice. It's nice that we're supporting our boys, but maybe let them wipe out the Confederates real quick.
First, yeah.
We'll throw them this party when they're done, so that they're not hungover during battle.
So this parade,
get them at their best.
This parade is obviously a spectacle to behold, and the newspaper saying "We're a comin'" is a spectacle to behold. So General Beauregard of the Confederate forces, around Manassas, Bull Run area, he's reading the papers, going, "Huh, probably should prepare for this."
Wait, he gets our papers?
Yeah, he's getting our papers.
How are they getting this intel?
Johnny, we've got, it's not like they're that far away from D.C. to get papers, but B,
we need a wall.
We probably should.
They can't get past.
They do have some spies.
And maybe not put military intelligence in the paper.
Yeah, maybe don't. That's probably the better.
That was where we went wrong.
That's probably where we went wrong, because Beauregard is going to telegraph T.P. Davis, Trader President Davis, and say, "Hey, they're on their way. Maybe can I get some reinforcements?" T.P. Davis assures him, says, "Hey, listen, if practical, I'm going to send Johnson over to you to assist."
If practical.
And
sentences
by practical,
like that mean you're not getting anything. Right?
Well, except for the fact that it's very, very practical, because Granny Patterson, who is supposed to hold Johnson at Winchester, has pulled back to Charlestown, has wired Washington, D.C., and said, "Mission accomplished. Johnston's in Winchester." And while this telegraph's going to D.C., Johnston and his men are walking and getting onto trains on their way to Bull Run. So,
okay, so
way to go, Granny Patterson.
Fine. I mean that. Okay,
that's fine.
So what you're telling me is a bunch of cowards who take pot shots and run are joining them to help, basically.
Yes. Basically.
Okay, fine. Bring it on. Like, what are you gonna do? Everything they've done up until now is just run.
Yeah.
Like, two people get shot and they're like, "I don't want it," and they run away. That's all that's gonna happen next week when I get to watch it. Can't wait for that. I'm going to try to get a souvenir. I don't know if I'll be able to get anything, but they're surely going to drop their guns and stuff, so I should be able to get something, right?
Yeah, some Confederate stuff. Yeah, I'm sure. Just go onto the battlefield afterwards. You'll get many a field pickings to be found, I'm sure. On July 19th, Johnny, the week's going to end with McDowell's forces very slowly moving cautiously from Fairfax Court, Virginia, to Centerville, Virginia, and they're going to arrive at Centerville, Virginia around noon. It is a very hot day. We're in the 90s. The men are tired. They've been filling up way too much on the apple pies that their mommies have been bringing for them.
Having a tough
so
go
decide,
at. Yeah. June in Virginia is not pleasant.
We're July in Virginia, Johnny.
Or July. Whoa, what month is it? Holy
We're in July, Johnny. July in Virginia, it is hot. Beauregard decides, or not Beauregard, McDowell decides to maybe take a little bit of a nappy nap, maybe rest a little bit on the 18th. Beauregard now has started to have those reinforcements from Johnson arrive. He has an 8-mile-long line of defenses around Bull Run. So
I'm sorry.
8 miles of forces, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Of defense, so
forces, yeah. This is he's got a sizable force from the
are they spaced like every half mile maybe?
No, from what I'm
solid.
hearing, he has around 20,000 men. With Johnson's reinforcements. So that's a pretty good sized force. But we still, we still have almost double that. We still have almost double that. We've got 35,000. Yeah, we still got almost double that. That's fine.
All right.
That's fine. McDowell's going to order Brigadier General Daniel Tyler to go on a scouting mission around Blackburn's Ford. General Tyler decides that's not good enough and keeps pressing on forward, getting himself engaged with Confederate James Longstreet's men. Longstreet's going to be able to repulse Tyler at Blackburn's Ford with Confederates. It's a skirmish, but Confederates lose about 15 men, 53 wounded, while Federals lose 19 killed, 38 wounded, and 26 missing. So similar casualties on both sides.
Can we not start this before I get there, please? I am sacrificing my time and potential gold findings to come and watch this. So can we just hold off?
From what I'm hearing from McDowell. From what I'm hearing about McDowell, he's wanting to give his men another day or two worth of rest, which probably isn't the wisest idea, considering Johnson's men are slowly coming in.
We're just waiting for more and more.
Yeah, so every minute we delay, we're just letting them have more and more troops. So we're going to have to wait until next week, where I think we're going to have the Battle of Manassas, Johnny. I think we're going to have our first actual large, not 1,000 unit against 1,000 unit. I mean, we're gonna have a battle. This is like 60,000 people in a room together, all ready to duke it out. So I'm excited.
I can't wait to see this.
That's it for this week in Civil War in Hindsight. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And if you enjoy this, check out Historic Hindsight, where we talk about the Pinkertons shooting up Unionists.